Okay. Well, good evening, Pampered Stars. It's me, your fearless leader. This is our first organization meeting of the new year, a little late, but we had a busy January with all the meetings and trainings and Winterfest and whatnot, and I didn't want to bombard you all. So, but I'm glad you're here tonight. What a fantastic month we had. I mean, it was just crazy. And Winterfest was amazing. I want to thank all my directors, the way you stepped up and did live product testing and your stories. Your stories were so inspirational. I appreciate you all volunteering and doing that for Stacy. If you missed any of the videos from your team members, stop in Winterfest and take a look. They were really fun. I especially liked watching you guys product test and do those. That was fun. Especially you, Randall. You were good with that salad chopper, boy. You were cutting up that chicken and those noodles. It was great.
I love that thing. That was one thing that I bought from Stacy when I was doing parties with her like 10 years ago. So, and I still have it and I still use it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, if we have some newbies on tonight, so I'll introduce myself. I'm Robin Moylan, your senior director. It's nice to meet you. Put in the chat if this is your first meeting and your first few weeks of being a consultant. Welcome. I appreciate you all spending a little time with us. We welcomed a lot of new recruits this month. We had 2 rock star recruiters. Suzanne, our director, she recruited 12 new people to change their lives. Amazing. And Madison, this girl had a plan and she implemented it, and here she is. A new director. She welcomed 6 new team members, and 2 of her team members recruited. So that is just crazy. So congratulations. I'm so proud of all of you. And I want to recognize that Madison decided when she came back from Christmas break that she wanted to be a director. Well, she knew from previous months from doing some director bounds with Justice and I that this is what she wanted, and she made a plan. She showed me her plan and she did it. So congratulations, new director team, Madison Taro. Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say a few things about this month. As you all may have noticed in marketing imagery, that our $25 kit has been extended through the month of February. I know, right? That is wonderful. I did not even know that until I looked yesterday at the new, to get the new cover photo for the team page and all that stuff. So that was a welcome surprise. So we can keep adding to our team all of this month as well, and look to change a few more lives with this amazing business. Now is the perfect time to build your team. I mean, $25. I mean, you can say to them that they can try for 30 days and you'll run their launch party for them. Even if they decide after 30 days that they don't want to do it, you will qualify a consultant and you'll get those 3,000 trip points, which we all want to go to Cancun, Mexico. So that would be a good plan to implement. For directors, our director boxes should be shipping soon, and we should be seeing them on our porches pretty soon. And we're gonna make a little picture and hashtag it and put it in Stacy Superstars to show potential directors what they can get if they, add 5 people to their team. Let's see, because when you promote to director, I don't know if you, other consultants know this, but when you promote to director and you qualify for 3 months, if you hit your numbers, you get all of the new products that we launch. They just send them to you because you're a director. So that is a good perk of this this business. Okay, we're doing something a little different moving forward in our meetings. I had a meeting with my directors, and we're going to do like little mini trainings every month just to help you with your business, and in case you miss things. One more thing I want to mention: if you could just make it a point to stop by at least once a day to our organization page. I really do put a lot of time into giving you the most up-to-date information for our business, and it will save you a lot of time just by checking there. You can just go to the search and type in a keyword, and usually what you're looking for is right there. If you need it like super fast, then ask your director or your upline, or message the Pampered Stars message feed. Well, I had a meeting with the directors, and we've come up with this new way to help you with your personal business. And to get us started, I'm just going to tell you something that I've been doing that I actually learned off of I think it was a director meeting actually, about rebooking your host. There was another director on a call, and she had mentioned that when she closes a party, she will then message the host, and this is the message that she gives them. Let me pull it up and I'll read it to you. All of these words I will put in our training feed on Messenger, but this has worked. I know that I've been doing it for the past 3 weeks. I know that Randall has done it. I don't know if anyone else. Oh, Suzanne's shaking her head. Okay. Let me read this to you, and it's super easy. I send a message that says, your party has been submitted. Thank you so very much for hosting. It was a blast. Now, if there were parties booked from this host party, this is the part that you will say. I will see you at Danielle and Robin's parties in a few weeks. You will receive 1 item or set for 40% off in each of their parties. And as one of my top hosts, I have a special offer for you. If you set a date today with me for your next party in the next 12 months, I will give you a product from the newest product line at that time, once we close your qualifying show. Did you want to choose your party date today? Now, you notice I don't say what I'm giving them. I just say it's going to be from whatever product line. So if they schedule a party in the fall, it'll be a new fall product that launches September 1st. I mean, it could be like a $10 thing. And once you add it to their host order, you get whatever discount they earned. And that's a small price to pay for getting your calendar booked. And it's worked. I'd say I'm just giving you a ballpark number. I'd say out of 40 people that I've messaged, 10 have rebooked. So that's 25%. That's good. So I strongly encourage you to do this. And I will put the words on the training feed, because I mean, I don't suggest things unless I know that they work. And this director said that she has been doing this for the past 6 months, and she has tons of parties scheduled. And what Madison said earlier in our little group chat, we have to eat next June, we have to eat next fall, so why not book those parties out? And I asked her where she got that from, and she said from me, because I always say that to my husband. I'll say, you booked a party for June already? I said, we have to eat in June too, right? Okay. All right. So tonight we're going to have our directors do a little few-minute training for you. And then in the end, if we have some time, you can ask some questions. First up, we're going to have Director Becky Brand, and she's going to talk to us about why you need to have a VIP group. Take it away, Becky.
Hi, everybody. I'll introduce myself real quick since we have a lot of new people here. I'm Becky Brand. I have been a consultant with Pampered Chef for 2.5 years, and I've been a director with Pampered Chef for 2 of those 2.5 years. I'm a wife of 12.5 years and a mom of 3 busy boys. Our oldest is 11. Our middle son just turned 8 2 days ago, and we have a 5.5-year-old. So that's a little bit about me. I'm from Michigan, and we just got dumped on quite a bit of snow today. So it's been a snow day today and another snow day tomorrow. So say a prayer for me. But okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys about the importance of a VIP page. I religiously think that a VIP page is so important for your business. So I'm going to go over the who, what, when, how, where, all that stuff for a VIP page. So real quick, so what is a VIP page? It's a page where you would have your customers, who are your most valuable customers, all in one group. And why you want to do this is because it's going to keep you in front of your customers. Okay, so those most valuable customers, the ones that are the loyal customers, the ones that, want to give you their business versus the next Pampered Chef consultant. Because let's face it, in my area, I'm in Metro Detroit, and there are a lot of consultants in my area. But I created my VIP page so that I stay in front of them. So they see my postings, so they see my kitchen hacks, so on and so forth. And it also gives me a place to connect with those customers and build that relationship with them. So what do I post in my VIP page? Anything from a funny kitchen meme or a funny food meme, or even just something that doesn't necessarily have to do with cooking or anything like that, but is going to get like a reaction from them. So they comment on it. And so we all know Facebook's lovely algorithms. If I can get more people to comment on something, I can get more people to see that, which then puts me in front of them again. And I jogs their memory like, oh, I do need that measuring spoon set or whatever it is. So I do all different kinds of posts. I do offer giveaways every now and again. I post the monthly host specials. I do just little like engaging posts and so on and so forth. I post thank yous in there because I do get orders from a lot of those people in my VIP page. So I'll post thank yous for them. At the top pinned, I have a shopping link, which is the link that I have for a party that I'm hosting. So anyone that places an order, they use that link, so it dumps into that party. Let's see. So again, your VIP customers are your most valuable. They're going to generate the highest percentage of your profits. Now, when I say that, like, I literally mean that, because I have so many of my hosts that are in my VIP page that have hosted with me 2, sometimes even 3 times already. And like I said, I've only been a consultant for 2.5 years. So these are the people that you really want to stay in front of. Word of mouth travels faster when they have a negative experience. So when they have a positive experience, you want to make sure that you're in front of them so that they say, hey, you need something from Pampered Chef? Let me get you in contact with Becky. She'll take care of your needs. Oh, why don't you just join her VIP page and send them the link? Let's see. Again, what do I post? Really just anything that's going to catch attention. If I have a month where my bookings are kind of low, I might post in my VIP page, an incentive for booking with me. It does work. I've gotten multiple bookings from that. It's awesome especially at holidays, because let's face it, when you have done over 200 parties, I'm not going to go in 200 parties and post about the Black Friday special. A lot of times that's going to fall on deaf ears anyways. But if I post it in my VIP page, those people are the people that are going to place the orders and see those posts. When do I post? I don't post every day. I do like every few days. The reason I do that is because I feel like sometimes people get annoyed having a post come from a page all the time, where they're constantly getting notifications. So I just post every now and again. But that's totally up to you. You can do whatever you decide, you think works. But I highly, highly, highly recommend creating a VIP page on Facebook. It's literally as easy as creating a group, giving it a name. I kept it easy. Becky Brands, Pampered Chef VIPs, and going from there and creating that content. But like I said, you want to build relationships with those valuable customers to keep them coming back and to recommend you to their friends, their family, their Facebook friends. So that's all, just a little bit about a VIP page.
Thank you, Becky. Just a suggestion, I put my VIP link in my last post when I'm closing my parties.
Forgot about that part. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and
I'm going off the cuff.
And I know you do that too.
Yes. So yes, I put a post in my parties. It's usually on like the second to last or the last day, I think. And it says, all the cool kids hang out here. I'd love to have you, join my VIP page. And I put the link. Also, when I'm reaching out for bookings, if I have someone that says, oh, sorry, not at this time, I counter object that objection, say, oh, well, as long as you book within 6 months, does sometime in the spring work better? And they still say no, then I say, okay, it's super easy to host. Just copy and paste, that whole bit. And then at the bottom, I put, I'd love to have you join my VIP page. This is where I post kitchen hacks, recipes. I do contests, I do giveaways. Here's the link. I'd love for you to join. And I'd say probably about 75% of the time, 60% of the time, I get people to join that way as well. And now I have close to 300 people in my VIP page. So yes, I forgot about that part. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Becky.
Yeah.
Up next is Randall Hensiak. She's a director.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. My son was just in here. I was like, hurry up and get out because I'm getting ready to talk. He's talking about scar and a plunger and poop. And I'm like, goodness gracious, kids. Just like Robin said, my name is Randall Hensiak and I am a director. I've been with Pampered Chef for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in May. I have 3 little ones that I stay home with, and homeschool now. Having my husband working, Pampered Chef has just been such a blessing to our family. I used to be the breadwinner and then he got a job and we had kids and I stay home. So Pampered Chef has just been able to, provide something that I never really intended on. I just planned on being a stay-at-home mom and, now I actually get to contribute to our family. So we're going to Disney in a couple weeks, which is something that we probably wouldn't have been able to do without our Pampered Chef my Pampered Chef income. So definitely just keep plugging along. I definitely recommend directorship for anyone who is looking for free trips, extra income, the free products. There's a lot of perks to becoming a director. So, but I'm here to talk to you tonight about how to book your calendar. I know we have welcomed a ton of new team members this month. So there's ways to book your calendar starting from scratch. And then there's ways to book your parties, book parties from your parties. So tonight I'm going to touch base on how to book from scratch without having any parties on your schedule. And I'm sure at another time, we can share how to book parties from parties. And there's Robin's always sharing on her team page too, how to book parties with wording and everything else. So be sure to check there too. You can, like Robin said, check the keywords where it says bookings, and you'll find tons of information there. Even what I'm going to say is probably going to be repeated in wording on her page. But sometimes we forget. So it's nice to just have a little reminder of those options. When I first started, the first words that I sent out, many of you, I don't know, maybe you've heard it, maybe you're not. We call it the guinea pig wording. I think Becky maybe have came up with it. I'm not sure who came up with it, but anyways, I know I got my wording from Becky. So thanks, Becky. But it was the guinea pig wording. And it's basically, this is, a shortened version of it, but basically like, hey, I'm so excited. And this, I literally sent to so many people. These aren't people that I were friends with or family members. Like I just sent it to anyone. And the people that booked with me I had a couple neighbors that booked for me. I used to sell other things in the past. They booked with me. So these were all people that are basically just Facebook acquaintances. They're not people that I talk to on the regular. Actually, some of them I never talk to. So don't be afraid to go outside of your little circle and share this opportunity. It doesn't cost anything to host. I've had hosts who only cash in on just their free product because they don't want to spend a dime, and that's perfectly fine. I was actually just having this conversation with one of my hosts now. She was like, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll just go for it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's free to host, so you have nothing to lose. But use that guinea pig wording, and then we can post that on Robin's team page. I have a lot of wording that I can send you after we chat tonight. But it's basically saying like, hey, I've started my Pampered Chef business and I'm so excited to share my business and these amazing products with you. I was wondering if you would help me get started and be somewhat of a little guinea pig for me as I'm working out, my new business. That's not the exact wording, but like I said, I'll provide that for you. But that's basically the wording, and it's just giving them an open invitation to hosting a party with you, kind of like no strings attached, don't, you know what I mean? There's not as much pressure because they already know that you're new to this. So for me, it took the pressure off, knowing that I'm just starting. So that was how I got quite a few of my first parties. The other thing that I did when I first started was I did a product credit giveaway. You could choose a product if you wanted to, or two products, and take a picture of yourself and be like, you can post it on your personal page, on your business page, your VIP page, and use, we have wording for it that you can I have a fast and fun, party to host. These are my dates that are available. When you host your party with me, you'll get your choice of, this product and this product, and it's you holding the products. Or you can just offer them a product credit. I chose to offer a product credit. And I said, if your product sales are $200, I think I said just $200 or more, that I would give them a $25 product of their choice added to their host order. And then if they got, I think I said $500 in sales or more, then I would give them a $50 credit. And this was initially how I got my first 6 parties in my first month was the guinea pig wording and giving away the free product credit. I've done sales in the past. I was successful with Pampered Chef. It's been something that I never imagined because I've done multiple sales companies before. And Robin tried to recruit me. I told her, no, I've done sales before. I'm not doing it. I had a party with her. 4 months later, I had a successful party with her. 4 months later, I had another even more successful party with Christina and ended up signing up on a whim. And I closed out my party on May 1st and told Christina I was not signing up. I'm not interested. And
you always say that.
I know. And I signed up 4 days later on May 5th. So when someone tells you no, it's not a no forever. Most likely it's not a no forever. Unless they tell you, don't ask me again. don't respect, respect their wishes and don't ask them again. But just because they say no the first time, I had a girl that's new on my team, and she was actually at the very beginning of her party, she was, she was like, I didn't know I needed to have 40 people in my party. You should have told me that. And then now she's on my team. So, I mean, and we just closed out our party a couple weeks ago, and we just set up her first 3 parties right before this. So she's probably working on that because I don't see her on the call. But anyways, so those are the first 2 options that I used to initially book my calendar for. Like I said, I only did 6 parties. Now, granted, that's when Pampered Chef took off. I had over $6,000 in sales in those 6 parties. Not the norm, but I think when you really create those relationships with your host and your guests, it makes it a lot more achievable to have those high sale parties. Suzanne rocks with those all the time. And obviously Robin does, rockstar over here. The other option is some of you who have been around for a while probably heard about this, but using a birthday booking. So I know every day I get posts on Facebook, like so-and-so's birthdays today. And you can go in there and see everyone's birthdays for the month and for the next, basically for the whole year, if you scroll all the way through. But you can send the message to each of those people and say, hey, I saw that you're having a birthday this month. I would love to shower you with Pampered Chef products for free. I do 95% of the work or 99% of the work, however you want to word it. And I ask you to do is invite your friends and post once a day with a copy and paste wording, an image that I give you, and it takes maybe 5-10 minutes of your day. Would you be interested in me showering you with the Pampered Chef party? Or, something along the lines of, we have the wording for that. But that's a great way to get bookings just by knowing. And I mean, people want to know, like they want to feel like they're part of a community and feel like they're part of something. And a lot of people want to be recognized. So just having that, they know that you recognize that it's their birthday is a great starting point to building a relationship. And even if they say no now, like I said, most likely that's not a no forever. So you can always circle back around either the next year or when there's a new catalog. And they might just say, they have so much going on this month, and you can offer another month to them. We have a whole verbiage for booking objections too. So we can also share that.
We'll put all those words on the team page, or Randall, I give you permission to post on the training feed.
So the other thing is, if I know I am always seeing when someone has their birthday, they're trying to raise money for such and such an organization, or they're trying to raise money for Relay for Life, or what, there's always posts that I see on Facebook, and I can reach out to those people and offer them a fundraiser opportunity. They can just say like, hey, I saw your post that you're trying to raise money for such and such an organization. I would love to help you with that by hosting a Pampered Chef party. Everything is online. And like that's another opportunity to offer Pampered Chef to them without the host rewards and all of that, because they're kind of trading in the host rewards to be able to get money for their favorite organization that's near and dear to their heart. And the last thing that I have to say is, don't be afraid to offer a shared rewards party. I know when I've only done one so far, so I can't speak on a lot of them. But I did it before the holiday, like when back in the beginning of December, and it was over $4,000 in sales. Because some people just don't feel comfortable having their friends order and then them getting the host reward. So if they say no, they probably don't know that Pampered Chef offers the shared rewards party option. So I offer them the shared rewards party option, just saying like, hey, I didn't know if you knew that we have a new way to party where you and all of your guests save on your orders. And it starts at 2.5% and goes all the way up to 25% off your purchase. Would that be something that you'd be interested in? So like I said, that's something not to be afraid of. You still run the parties the exact same way that you run your host rewards parties. You're just going to change a couple of the images to, you know, what the sales are at and what the discount is. So that way the party guests are updated on what their discount will be for their order. But like I said, I still run it the same way that I run a host rewards party. So yeah, I think that's all I have tonight. I know we're trying to keep it to 10 minutes, and we can go on and on and on about booking. Also check the Dash trainings. If you have not been in Dash or you haven't been in Dash for a while, there's a whole section on booking, recruiting, everything. Like that Dash training platform, use it to your advantage, because Stacy is part of one of the creators of that. And so just, you know, we have a lot of options here with Pampered Chef to get bookings to party. So be sure to reach out and take advantage of those options.
Thank you, Randall. A
You're
lot of good
welcome.
ideas. And listen, we have so many more ideas. We just don't want to keep you here all night because we could just talk. Because we have a million ideas on how to get bookings, how to get sales, whatever, but we will cover those in some later meetings. So next up is Advanced Director, Christina Bianco. Unmute yourself.
There we go.
There you go.
Hi guys, I'm Christina Bianco. So I want to apologize real quick if the tiny humans or the puppies start losing it, because life. So I have been with Pampered Chef for 2 years as of January 31st. So I just hit my 2-year anniversary. I am a mom of 4-year-old twins. They are wild. Some days I recommend it, some days I don't. They are very sweet, but they definitely make me a little crazy. My husband's in the military and he's actually gone right now. So we are dealing with ups and downs, and we're, of course, he's not on a deployment, but we call it a deployment curse, where everything goes wrong. And that was today. So it's been a fun day. But with that, we move all over the country. We've been to Hawaii, Virginia, South Carolina, and now we live in Washington State. So Pampered Chef has been amazing because I can move very easily with it. When we drove across the country 18 months ago, I was working while my husband drove. Like, it's so versatile. So my topic tonight is time management, but it's semi-time management related, but it's more about hacks to make use of your time. So let me just tell you, I am a professional procrastinator, like 100%. Yeah, you too, Becky. I bought the book Procrastinate on Purpose. My husband went into work one day. One of his friends said, "Hey, how's your wife doing? How's the book going?" And he goes, or how's her job going? He goes, "Well, she bought Procrastinate on Purpose and she hasn't started reading it yet." So there's that. Yep. So I have things to help maximize my time. With 2 little ones and running around all the time, I need to fit things in very quickly. Robin, do you know if I can screen share?
Yeah, I think I have to make you. Why
Okay,
isn't that
if you
working?
can, it's, or you can make me a host temporarily.
Yeah, I am. Hold on, where is that?
Okay.
Make host. Okay,
Okay.
yes.
So,
Okay,
all right. I'm going to keep chatting while I pull this up. Oh, actually, I can show you guys this too. I lost my Zoom. Screen share. And I want this one. Okay. You guys can see what looks like Facebook?
mhm.
Okay, perfect. So up here, I have folders. This has been so super duper helpful in keeping track of what parties I have running, when they're running, and then when they're done, I just pop them into closed parties. Here are my January 7th parties. So when they're done, when I'm completely done closing everything out, I've messaged everybody, I followed up, I take my January 7th folder, I pop it into my closed parties folder. This takes you directly to your Facebook group. This is so important, at least for me, because I get distracted so easily. So I'm not going through and clicking just into Facebook and then I see a post from a friend, or I see a cute baby picture, or I see a cute dog picture, and I just lose my train of thought. This takes me directly to the parties that I have going. Oh Lord, sorry, y'all, my mouse is a little funky right now. Okay, so that's my first tip. My second tip, and this must be done in Chrome, Google Chrome, and I will get the links and the video. And I said this before, I apologize. The guy who does this video, his voice is very annoying, but he's very useful. So this little bell up here, can you see my mouse and the bell?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No? Yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm not there yet. If you click on members and you click on invited and you click this little bell, this is an extension. I think my mouse is going dead. That's why things are jumping around. I'm so sorry. And can you see reminders or send reminders?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do that. This is automatically reminding all of those people. So when you have a host who's invited 200 people, you put this on, you walk away. Go have a drink of wine, go make dinner, just make sure your computer's still running. If you want to do some more work, just open up a second window so that you can continue to do your work. And I'm going to let that do its thing actually. So, okay, that was all of that. So I can stop screen sharing. How do I stop? Oh gosh. Oh, stop share. Sorry. Okay. So the next thing is you guys should all know about boards. If you don't, and Becky, I'm talking to you. It's very, very, very easy. It is so easy. Stacy has a ton of different boards set up in her system, and boards is short for keyboards. It's all preset words and pictures, and there's so much amazing information, and you can create your own boards very quickly. It's surprising how quick it can be created. You can create copies of boards from what Stacy's made and then make it your own. So you drop your name in, you drop your dates in. If you have Sunday start dates like Randall's team does, you can put the Sunday start date versus Friday start date. What else? You just tailor it to yourself. If the words don't sound like you change it so it sounds like you. But I'm not going to show you because you won't be able to see my phone, but there's just it looks like a little globe at the bottom and of your phone on your, under your keyboard, there's a little globe. So you click that and it pulls up all of your boards. That has been extremely helpful. So like I said, I'm on the West Coast. I typically wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning, which is great. Not great, actually. I pop on my phone, I send my messages, and I go back to sleep because my messages are starting for like that morning, and I want to hit people on the East Coast. So that has been amazing. I don't have to think about it at all because it's already created. So boards are so phenomenal. And it's also really great because you can keep photos in there. I'm starting to put my games in boards so that I'm not saving photos to my phone and then it's uploading to like my iCloud or my Google Docs. It's all in one place and I do not have to pull it from my notes, which is where I used to have all of my stuff stored. So we can circle back to that if anybody has questions, or we can do it next meeting. The very last thing.
Maybe we'll talk about boards a little more in depth the next meeting because
it's so helpful. That's a good idea.
This kind. Go ahead.
Did you have a question? I can answer your question.
Go ahead. No,
so this goes along with boards, text replacement on your phone. I also very much so love text replacement. My 4 major text replacements are U, like literally the letter U, 80, and U 150. So when I send a text message to somebody, you guys know on your phone, when you get an email, it gives you a phone number. If you click and hold on the phone number, it pops up a list of items that you can do. Yeah, we know that. Okay. FYI, don't accidentally FaceTime people. I've done that a few times. No bueno. Send messages, and my U80 is if they've placed an order and it's under $80. My U150 is if they've placed an order and it's under 150. And then I have an O180, which is over 150. So the under 180 is just reminding them if you hit 180, you get a free gift. And now I'm adding in $100, and I'm just manually putting that in because this is only the additional gift of $100 is just for February as of right now. And then the under 150 reminds them of shipping. Over 150, I just say, hey, if you want to add anything, just text me back before the end of the day. Sometimes
This is when you send a thank you. This
yes,
is when you send a thank you.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you want me to read what I say? Do you want me to read my message?
You can post that. You can post all of
Okay.
your wording if you want to do that. That would be great.
Yep. The other big text replacement I have is BD, which is booking decline. So I used to keep my notes in my notes section, and it was just, I'd have to go from my messages to my notes, and it was a pain in the butt. And this is something that can also be uploaded into boards, but I use it in my text replacement. BD, booking decline, letting them know, hey, if you change your mind, think of me. Here's your different party options. Your host can still get credit if it's within 6 months. Biggest thing, my VIP group. So circling back to what Becky said, your VIP group is very important. So you want to get that in there. And I think that is it for tonight. Randall, I want to say that I remember when you first started, you bribed people with jam. Do you remember that? She made jam in the blender and she bribed people to have parties with jam.
That's awesome.
And I sold blenders to like 5 neighbors in my last neighborhood with making the jam and them seeing
Awesome.
mine at my house. So have some people over in your neighborhood. Just that.
Christina, can you make Suzanne the host now? Because I think she's going to share her screen.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I don't know how to
good to
fix that. So
No, I think you're good.
I am.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you. Hey guys, I am Suzanne. I am a director. I joined Pampered Chef in May of 2020, the very last day of May 31st. And I fast tracked to director. So yeah, I am a special education teacher. I teach middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and it's a lot of fun. No, it's fun most days. I'm married. I don't have any kids, but I have a dog back there. If you can see him, I don't know if my chair is in the way, but he'll probably cry like a
oh,
million.
look at him.
That's what he does. He's like a child. He wants your attention 24/7. But my topic tonight is host coaching. And so let me see, where did my Zoom go? Oh, here it is. So since I am a teacher, I have a whole presentation slideshow for you,
It's awesome.
which I will share. So I'm calling this the hostess with the mostest, because your host is going to be the one who helps you get the most out of the party. So I want you to take a look at these 2 parties right here. These are actually 2 parties that I currently have going on. Put in the chat, what do you notice that is different from these 2 parties? And why do you think there is such a big difference? So, let's see if anyone puts anything in the chat. Amount of people. Yeah. So obviously you can see that Crystal's party has 19 people and no sales whatsoever. And Jennifer's party has 80 people and she is at $1,300. So that is one of the big things. Another big thing is that Jennifer has been commenting every day, has been putting the host post in the party every single day. And Crystal has been MIA. I've messaged her. She hasn't responded. she finally responded and she said she's been busy all week. Like, you know, if you're gonna have a party, like at least show up. You're not gonna have people in your house and you're gonna like, you know, leave. So we need to teach our hosts how to interact, how to make sure that they're acting like these people that they're inviting to their party are actually in their house. So your host is key to a successful party. Oops. Okay, so how do you get your host to add all of their friends? You tell them all the time, you know, so-and-so, I would like for you to add, you know, your whole entire Facebook friends list. Go onto that invite and press invite next to everybody's name. And you know they don't. So how do you get them to do that? First, you need to set expectations with them. So this is another, this is a wonderful letter, a wonderful party contract that a leader shared in a training call that I was in. But you want to set the expectations with them. So this is telling them exactly what they're going to get in their party if it qualifies with $200 in rewards. It lays it all out about what they're going to get out of this. When you give them this party contract, they're kind of like taking ownership of their party. They're kind of saying like, yeah, this is what I want. I see all these things that I, you know, really want to get. I'm going to do this. So first you have to set those expectations. Then this is another idea that I got from another leader. I swear, like all these ideas that I come up with, people share them, which is, you know, fantastic. So in this slide, this is an example of two different scenarios that I give my hosts, and I have them tell me which one they want to be. So I give them a scenario of a really terrible party, and then I give them a scenario of a fantastic party. And then I ask them, which host do you want to be? So when the host decides and they tell you what they want to be, and all of them do say second, you know, they all want to be that fantastic host, even though some of them turn out not to be. This also, once again, gives them ownership of the party. Like it gives them, okay, another reminder of, yes, I want to do this. This is what I'm going to do. And this is how the next week is going to be. I give them incentives for inviting people to the party. So I tell them they need to invite at least 200 to 250 people. I tell them don't prejudge anyone because they'll be surprised about who joins and who orders. I tell them both males and females, you know, a lot of men cook, a lot of men, I mean, all men eat. So invite them both. I tell them a typical party breakdown, like how many members are going to be in their party is equated to how much free stuff they're going to get. So they can see that number again, like, oh yeah, you know what? I want $400 in free stuff. I better invite a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And then I give them gifts. So it's just another way to reward your host for doing what you ask them to do. So if they have 40 to 59 people in their party, I give them a free gift. It could even be just a season's best. It doesn't have to be anything huge. 60 to 79 people, they get another free gift. And if they have 80 or more, they get a third free gift. So, you know, just another thing where like, yeah, I want free stuff. Sure, I'll invite these people. Leading up to the party. So I typically create my parties on Saturdays and I invite my hosts on Sundays. Only because it's just, that's when I have the time. So when I invite them on Sunday, from Sunday to Thursday, I am praising them when they're inviting. I'm asking them to invite more. I'm reminding them if they didn't invite like the required people that I asked for them to invite them. So every day I am just, I guess you can say I'm buttering them up. Like I'm like, you know, you're doing an amazing job. You invited 150 people. Awesome job. See if you can invite some more. So, and then the day before the party starts is when I put them all into one group chat. And this, once again, is another idea that I got from a leader. and I make a competition out of it. So I say to them, okay, here's some more info. Whoever gets to 40 guests in their party will get a free gift from me. When you reach 60 guests, you'll get a second gift. And when you reach 80, you'll get a third. Who's going to make this happen? And then in the chat, I write how many people each of the hosts has in their party. And I say, congratulations, you got the 2 free gifts, or you got the 1 free gift. Even if the people didn't qualify for the gift yet, even if their numbers are really low, I'm still putting them in there because they're like, oh, okay, I can get up to that number. I can do that. So I keep telling them, like, invite everyone, you can do this. When people are in a competition, they perform better for whatever reason. During the party, you have to host coach every single day of the party. And it can't just be, here's the post that you need to post it and tag your friends. You have to remind your hosts that they need to interact with their friends and that they have to post the daily host post. So they have 2 tasks. They have to interact and they have to post that post. And if they're not interacting, you can't just let it go, because you have to remember, like, you're in this business for sales and your host has to help you get that. So you have to remind them, even if you think you sound, repetitive, you still have to ask them to do what they're supposed to do. And then in marketing imagery, this is a screenshot right from marketing imagery. There's lots of host tips. And I send my hosts a tip every single day. You can get amazing tips right from marketing imagery. All you have to do is put in the search tab, host tip. And there's a lot more that come up, more than this. So pick ones that you think fit your host, or what you think they need to work on, and send them a tip every day. And have the host get you more sales. So I do a pre-order challenge, and another idea from another leader. It's a 5-order challenge. I challenge my hosts to get me 5 pre-orders before the party even starts. They post it on their personal Facebook page with the link, and I give them this image. And many times before the party even starts, I have those 5 orders, and that host is already qualified before the party even begins. And then so what I was doing before was I would go live and I would pull out a name, whoever pre-ordered, I'd pull out a name and whoever I pulled would win. But what I'm doing now is I'm going live and I'm saying, hey, all of you were, pre-party orders and you all win a prize. And I give them all a ebook, an e-cookbook, and I offer to upgrade it to a new fall product if they have a party with me. So you can do that for prizes too.
Awesome.
Then I took this from Robin when I first started. If they can get you 3 outside orders from people that are not on Facebook, then you'll give them a prize. You'll add a prize to their host order. And then you give them the party link and they can either email it, or if you give them catalogs, they can bring catalogs places. But just another way that you can have your hosts get you some more orders. And then finally, at the end of the party, I have them post on their personal Facebook page again, a $25 and under challenge. So I give them the image, I give them the words, I put their ordering link in there. And a lot of times people who are not in the party for whatever reason order, because when I go to thank them and tag them in the party, like, they're not there. So it does work. It's just a couple of things that you can do with your host. So that is all I have.
That was wonderful, actually.
Questions? What's that?
That was wonderful.
Oh, thanks.
There's so many good ideas that we can implement. Of course, I mean, it's information overload. We can't implement everything, but pick one thing a week. Try one new thing a week. That's what I do. That's how I run my business. If I want to change something up, I don't make a change across the board. I will just add something to that I'm not usually doing just to see if it works. And if it works, I share it with all of you. So usually I'm my own guinea pig. And if something works, that I'm sharing it with you guys to help you in your business. But just take one thing, just take one new thing that you learned tonight and give it a try. And Suzanne, can you share some of those words that you?
Yeah, I'll share my whole entire, I'll share the slideshow with everything in it.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. And just make it a point when you start. I don't know when you guys start your parties. I start my parties on Fridays, but make it a point just to try one new thing. Add one thing to see if it helps. And then post in our team chat if you try something and it works, if it helps your business. Okay, we ran a little over, but it was like worth it because we got so many good ideas. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening, and hopefully some of these ideas will help you in your business. I will post the recording when I get it off the cloud later. And you guys have a great night. And if you have any questions, just ask us in the in our chat, okay? Thanks again. Thanks, directors. I appreciate you.